Do you start a new one?
We're going.
Go ahead, just go ahead and start. We're sitting here on the banks of the Deschutes. We're going to sing Talkin' Luke's Reintroduction Blues in G. This is based on a true story. When Luke was born and started his life, he embarked on a journey to find him a wife. For Luke was a steelhead, shiny to see, and he wanted to produce more progeny. He'd been raised in a pen with concrete walls, fed every day tasteless little balls. But one fine day he was finally set free to learn how to eat and migrate to the sea. He navigated a lake and 5 river dams, countless other dangers that left him in jams. But Luke was strong and he was driven to succeed. Soon he was swimming in the deep blue sea, getting fat, taking it easy, in pastures of plenty. After 2 years in the ocean, he felt the time was right. He swam upstream with all of his might. He passed 5 dams in a big toxic lake. Luke was on a mission, make no mistake. He found his chosen river, and oh, what a delight. The end of his quest was almost in sight. But Luke didn't know his story was to end as a lone survivor of his concrete pen. Oh, it's the wrong page. Come on, Holly.
All right, we are rolling.
I'm just glad that it's not just me the only time that happens.
Okay, this will be red apple rag. And this. Are you ready? Ready? Box over there.
We're going.
Go ahead, just go ahead and start.
We're sitting here on the banks of the Deschutes. We're going to sing Talkin' Luke's Reintroduction Blues in G. This is based on a true story. When Luke was born and started his life, he embarked on a journey to find him a wife. For Luke was a steelhead, shiny to see, and he wanted to produce more progeny. He'd been raised in a pen with concrete walls, fed every day tasteless little balls. But one fine day he was finally set free to learn how to eat and migrate to the sea. He navigated a lake and 5 river dams, countless other dangers that left him in jams. But Luke was strong and he was driven to succeed. Soon he was swimming in the deep blue sea, getting fat, taking it easy, in pastures of plenty. After 2 years in the ocean, he felt the time was right. He swam upstream with all of his might. He passed 5 dams in a big toxic lake. Luke was on a mission, make no mistake. He found his chosen river, and oh, what a delight. The end of his quest was almost in sight, but Luke didn't know his story was to end as a lone survivor of his concrete pen. Oh, it's the wrong page. Come on, Holly. All right, we are rolling. I'm just glad that it's not just me the only time that happens.
We're going.
Go ahead, just go ahead and start.
We're sitting here on the banks of the Deschutes. We're going to sing Talkin' Luke's Reintroduction Blues in G. This is based on a true story. When Luke was born and started his life, he embarked on a journey to find him a wife. For Luke was a steelhead, shiny to see, and he wanted to produce more progeny. He'd been raised in a pen with concrete walls, fed every day tasteless little balls. But one fine day he was finally set free to learn how to eat and migrate to the sea. He navigated a lake and 5 river dams, countless other dangers that left him in jams. But Luke was strong and he was driven to succeed. Soon he was swimming in the deep blue sea, getting fat, taking it easy, in pastures of plenty. After 2 years in the ocean, he felt the time was right. He swam upstream with all of his might. He passed 5 dams in a big toxic lake. Luke was on a mission, make no mistake. He found his chosen river, and oh, what a delight. The end of his quest was almost in sight. But Luke didn't know his story was to end as a lone survivor of his concrete pen. Oh, it's the wrong page. Come on, Holly.
All right, we are rolling.
I'm just glad that it's not just me the only time that happens.
Okay, let's do red apple rag. Are you ready? 3. Box over there.
Clackety-clack, clackety-clack, the Deschutes Canyon train, chugging down the railroad track, an old familiar refrain. Clackety-clack, you want that river back. PGE, PGE, you made our river a mess. The fish and birds are crying out, 'cause now they're all distressed. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. Oh, won't you stop dumping that nasty stuff? Believe the fish and birds have had enough. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. Wade into the water, ready to make a cast. Slip and fall on the slippery slime, fall upon my ass. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. PGE, PGE, you spent a lot of money, but the fish you promised, they're not back, and boy, it sure ain't funny. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. We're demanding that you do the right thing. Stop dumping green algae into the stream. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. Clackety-clack, clackety-clack, Deschutes Canyon train chugging down the railroad track, an old familiar refrain. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. Clackety-clack, gotta take that river back.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our 2021 virtual auction for the Deschutes River Alliance. I'm Rick Hafley, your host. You know, I've met many of you over the years and can't thank you enough for joining us this afternoon to support the DRA. I've been a DRA board member since 2013, and as an aquatic biologist and fly fisher of the Deschutes for over 40 years, I know firsthand how the river has been degraded since PGE began releasing surface water from Lake Billy Chinook into the lower Deschutes in late 2009. This afternoon, we need your help in restoring the river that's so essential to Central Oregon's economy and to the health and well-being of all the life the river supports, not to mention the priceless experience we get fishing the Deschutes. Through your support over the past 10 years, we've learned a lot about how the changes in water releases have damaged water quality, triggered the growth of nuisance algae, impacted aquatic insects and their once exceptional hatches, and changed the fishing experience. In a nutshell, it's not the river it once was. And that's not just our opinion. We've collected the data to back it up. Water quality has significantly declined, as shown by pH and dissolved oxygen, that now occur at levels that harm fish and greatly exceed water quality standards. And there's been a dramatic increase in fish parasites like black spot disease on rainbow trout and sea shasta that can cause serious mortality to fish like spring chinook. And the reintroduction effort has been a failure with meager returns of adult salmon and steelhead at best. We have the data and science on our side, but that's not always enough. Now, let's hear from our Executive Director, Sarah Cloud.
Hi everyone, and thanks for watching. I'm Sarah Cloud, Executive Director of the Deschutes River Alliance and proud advocate of the lower Deschutes River. One of the most wonderful parts of my job is I get to spend time on this beautiful river. The lower Deschutes River has got to be one of the most wonderful rivers of the world. As you may already know, our work protecting the river is based in science. Many scientists agree that the water quality in the river has deteriorated. We can all see it with the increased algae and lack of insects. Now, that science is important. It's the backbone of our ongoing aggressive legal action. But when it comes to protecting the river and improving water quality, well, that's up to us. You, me, all of us here at the DRA, all of the folks that depend on the lower Deschutes for economy and recreation. Even though there's been agreement around the harm that is being done to the river, the people causing the harm refuse to make the simple changes to fix it. Instead, they stand by and watch, unconcerned about the river's health. The river can't fight back. The Clean Water Act isn't being enforced. That's where we come in. We're fighting for the river, and this fight will be won in the courts. That's why your donation tonight is so important. You're helping to fund an intense, ongoing legal battle. You're standing up to those who care more about profits than the health and beauty of our natural spaces. You're helping us to fight for the underdog. Right now, it kind of feels like the natural world is the underdog. The lower Deschutes River gives us so much. How many of us have sought refuge here from what's happening in the world today? If you're like me, the lower Deschutes River is more important than ever. The lower Deschutes River is just as beautiful as when it was cold and clean, but it is hurting. The good news, just like people, rivers are resilient. We can reverse the damage, but we're running out of time. The river is running out of time. We need your support, and we need it now. Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful evening.
Sarah's right on. These days, our natural spaces are more important than ever. I know for me, spending time fishing the Deschutes is a great relief and way to recharge to better deal with all the challenges we face today. And as Sarah just said, the lower Deschutes has given us so much. Today is a time we can all give back. We're here today for one reason, to raise money for the DRA. While virtual giving feels just as good as in-person giving, it does look a bit different. If at any time you have trouble getting registered, giving gifts, or placing bids, please call the help number listed on your screen, 971-275-5690. Also, you can join our social movement and help us promote the DRA, this event, and awareness for the DRA. Take photos of your event experience from wherever you may be and post them to your social media pages. Be sure to tag us at Deschutes River Alliance on Facebook and Instagram. Our Twitter handle is @MightyDeschutes. And don't forget to use our event hashtag, #DRA Auction. And if you haven't already, please like or follow us too to show your support for the Deschutes River Alliance. We've got an amazing program ahead, so check your email for your invitation to bid, get registered if you haven't already, and limber up those bidding fingers. Now, please help me welcome to the stage tonight's benefit auctioneer with Marquam Auction Agency, Annie M. Luthrow.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you. And hello, everyone. Hello, friends. I am so pleased to be here on behalf of the Deschutes River Alliance, and I am honored to serve as your fundraising ambassador for the evening. It is my job to help you give. So, how's everybody doing? Are you having a great time from the comfort of your sofa tonight? It was a great pre-show. I loved hearing the house band, the Slippery Rock Ramblers. They were awesome. You were awesome. We have a fantastic program prepared for you. If you've not done this before, it is very straightforward. You just go to the special appeal box, click into the special appeal box, then choose your desired gift level, then click Donate Now. And if you have any trouble, like Rick said, call the helpline. It's 971-275-5690. The rules are this: bid high, bid often, and be generous. It is because of generous donors like you that the DRA can fight the good fight. We can restore the health of the river. So let's get this party started, shall we? Let's talk about the chat. Showing your support and your encouragement of your friends and of us is very different in a virtual world than when we're physically together. So today, instead of applause, we would love for you to show your love and gratitude by joining the chat. Just click into the box below this viewing window, drop in your comments, chat with us, chat with each other, let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching with, what you're drinking, what you're wearing. Is anybody else wearing flannel and pearls? Tell us, we want to know. Okay, let's get back to the Deschutes. More than 2 decades ago, PGE and the Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs came up with a plan for the Deschutes River Basin. It was a project meant to restore wild salmon and steelhead runs in the lower Deschutes, among other things. Lofty goals, but it didn't work. And quite frankly, the project made conditions worse. Let's let DRA's president, Greg Mcmillan, explain why.
Hi, I'm Greg Mcmillan, President and founding board member of the Deschutes River Alliance. Nature has its own rules and needs. One of those rules is that juvenile migratory salmon and steelhead do not do well in stagnant, polluted water such as exists on the surface of Lake Billy Chinook. As a consequence, only 10 to 20% of the fish finding their way down the tributaries to the reservoir subsequently make it through the reservoir to the tower to be trapped and trucked to below the dam complex. We can sometimes harness nature, but we can never totally bend it to our desire without breaking it. What we now have is about 50 adult salmon or steelhead per year over the past 10 years, surviving to the ocean and returning to be trapped at the Pelton Re-Regulation Dam and trucked back up to the reservoir. That is not what was hoped for to become success. The cost to achieve this inadequate success has been changes in water quality in the lower river that have resulted in major ecological changes to the lower 100 miles of the Deschutes River. PGE and the tribes know this program is failing to meet its goals. Their response? We need more time. Actually, it is time. Time for change. There are changes that we believe will improve fish runs and improve water quality in the lower Deschutes River. At the DRA, we will fight for that change at all costs. For that, we need your help and support. Please help us get the river back to its healthy and vibrant state. Because, frankly, good rivers are hard to find, and no one is making new ones.
Even if they were making new rivers, the DRA would still be fighting for the Deschutes. The DRA remembers how healthy it used to be, and we know how to restore it with your help today. So friends, please stand with us now and demonstrate your support for the Deschutes River Alliance by making a 100% tax-deductible gift in any increment you feel compelled to give. Our first formal level of giving is $5,000. And starting us off at $5,000 with a generous gift, we have Al Jubitz. Thank you, Al, for your gift of $5,000. I'm going to be looking at my giving software over here every once in a while, so I'm still with you, but we're watching as the money is coming in. We also have a gift of $5,000 from the Maybelle Clark MacDonald Fund. Wow. $5,000. Oh, and look at this one. This is a good one. We have a collective gift from the DRA's Board of Directors. We have a collective gift from Greg Mcmillan, John Schwartz, Dan Ellis, Larry Markser, and Steve Hawley. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Awesome.
Thank you for your gift, and thank you for your leadership. Who else will join us with a gift of $5,000? That's a very generous gift. Tell us, what does it mean for the DRA?
A $5,000 gift obviously can do a great thing for us. It will pay for so many things like our science reports, which support the rest of the work we do. You know, science has been one of the underpinnings of the DRA. Some of our meters cost nearly $20,000. We're also fortunate to have board members like Larry Markser and Steve Pribble with long experience and expertise in water quality and fisheries science. Everyone on the board is dedicated to one thing: restore the lower Deschutes River. And late last year, we hired Robert Casey from Bend part-time to help support our science program. And he's doing a great job for us. So $5,000 supports all this and so much more.
So much more, indeed. Thank you. Let's see if we have any other $5,000 gifts. If you're sitting on the fence about a $5,000 gift, give it one moment of thought and then click that button. It feels so good to give, pardon me. Now please, give our donors at the $5,000 level a huge round of virtual applause. Encourage them in the chat. We want to see them come back. And before we move on to our next level of giving at $2,500, let's meet the champion who is kicking us off.
In fact, it's a national treasure. It's a world-class fishery. People come from all over the world to fish the Deschutes. The resource depends on cool, clean water. That has been compromised in recent years. Deschutes River Alliance is fighting those compromises with science. They depend on all of us for funding. Please give if you can.
Yes, the Deschutes is a national treasure. Thank you, Phil Frazier. And Phil Frazier is kicking us off at our next level of giving, which is $2,500. Thank you, Phil. Who will join Phil as a DRA hero with a gift of $2,500? Let's look at our giving software. Who will join Phil with $2,500? Rick, what could a gift of $2,500 do?
Well, Annie, a $2,500 gift is a shot in the arm for our science program and our legal efforts. Both are expensive, ongoing, and critical to us to reach our goal of restoring the lower Deschutes. You know, one of the frustrating things I've learned over the last 7 or 8 years is just how slow the legal process moves. But it's critical to our end game of restoring the lower Deschutes. We now have Ben Kirsch on board full-time as our staff attorney, and Dan Galprin and Doug Quirk continue to be the lead lawyers on our lawsuit. They did a lot of heavy lifting this last year preparing our brief to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, and will be presenting oral arguments to the court hopefully sometime late this spring and early summer. We're hoping a decision might come late this year, but we're not sure. Anyway, a gift of $2,500 will keep this critical work moving forward.
Critical. Yes, it is critical, and it's expensive. Saving a river is expensive, but we know it's worth it, and we know it's necessary, and that's why we're here, to give the money that saves the river. Do we have more gifts? Who's joining Phil at the $2,500 level? I want to say thank you so much. Keep those gifts coming. If you're sitting on the fence about $2,500, just click the button. It feels so good to give. Thank you to all of our donors at $2,500. Amazing display of generosity. Thank you so much. Listen, folks, are you busy in the chat box? I want you to keep the chat going. Keep encouraging each other. Okay. Let's move on to our next level of giving, which is $1,000. And this is exciting. I'm here to tell you that Bob Thacker, a generous DRA supporter, will match the first 10 gifts at $1,000. That is so generous. Awesome. And Bob is also very generous with his time. He was kind enough to take a break from fishing to tell us exactly why he supports the DRA.
My name's Bob Thacker. I live in Southern California, and I support the DRA because this ecosystem we're protecting has protected me for 30 years, given me such enjoyment, and I also love John and Amy Hazel, and what they are serious about, I am serious about. And I told John at the inception that I liked the board of directors, its makeup, the people involved are not only knowledgeable, but they're genuine, real people with genuine passion. That, and I like the David and Goliath aspect of any fight, and I say that the odds are in our favor. So fish on.
I love it. Fish on. That is right. This is our formal $1,000 level of giving. And with Bob Thacker's generous match, this turns your $1,000 into $2,000 right now for the DRA. So let's maximize this. Come on, $1,000 donors. Who will step in this evening with a $1,000 gift? Leading us off, we have Larry Markser with a $1,000 gift. Thank you, Larry. And Dale Madden with a $1,000 gift. Thank you. Yeah, keep the love coming. Paul Franklin with a $1,000 gift. And Pat and Tabitha Becker with a gift of $1,000. Thank you so much. Remember, we're looking for 10. We want 10 gifts here. Who else with $1,000? John and Kathy Schwartz with $1,000. Thank you. Thank you. The Swindells. We have 2 from the Swindells. 2 matches at $1,000.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. We have a gift from Dan Ellis of $1,000. We're getting there. We're getting to our goal. We have a gift of $1,000 from Rick Pay.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rick. And help me with this last name, Jackie and Steve Pribble?
Pribble.
Yeah, the Pribbles, right on. Thank you. We have a $1,000, they just are coming so fast. This is awesome. A $1,000 gift from John Hazel. Thank you, John.
Awesome.
We just met our match. We just met our match.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Don't stop the giving. You can keep giving at the $1,000 level, okay? So tell us what while people are thinking about giving, what else can the DRA do with the $1,000?
Well, this is just awesome. Thank you so much. The gift of $1,000 will really help us stay in business. I mean, we're a lean machine with only 2 full-time employees, Sarah, our ED, and Ben, our legal counsel, and Robert is 1 part-timer. These folks work their tails off, and we need to keep them employed in order for us to function. I can't think of another NGO that does more with less than we do.
Yep, this is amazing. You have a tight crew, a good crew and a tight crew, and I've met them and they're fighting the good fight. So I'm keeping my eye on the giving software, and we have at the $2,500 level, we have Mark Schuholm.
Wow, thank you, Mark.
Thank you for a $2,500 gift. We also have that gift from Phil who let us off at $2,500. Thank you so much. And what about the $1,000 gifts? Do we have more gifts at the $1,000 level, turning your gift into $2,000? We met our match, but we want to keep it going. William Lum, thank you, William, for your gift. Keep them coming. That's awesome. Your donation of $1,000 ensures that the DRA keeps its doors open and continues its fight for the Deschutes. Who will give $1,000 that turns into $2,000 right now? Anybody else on the fence about $1,000? Thank you so much, Phil and William and John and Jackie. Thank you, thank you. We have another gift from Salish Guardian, donated $1,000.
Wow.
Thank you, Salish. Thank you so much. Keep them coming, folks. We're going to move on to our next level of giving. We want to say thank you so much to everyone who gave it $1,000. That is an astounding show of generosity. Blow it up in the chat for these folks, okay? And our next formal level of giving, this is a good one, is $500. And at this level, we have another generous match. Joe Selavanoff and Gemini Laswell will generously match the first 20 gifts of $500, okay? 20 gifts we're looking for at $500. This doubles your gift of $500 and turns it into $1,000 for the DRA right now. So step up, be the change you wish to see. Who is up at $500? Before I take in my $500, Greg Mcmillan, thank you, friend. Greg Mcmillan just showed up with a $1,000 gift. Thank you for pushing that button. And now at our $500 level, Rick, what would a gift of $500 do?
Well, it'll keep our monitoring equipment running for one, which is critical in order for us to know if river conditions are improving or not. And this monitoring equipment is expensive, like I said. It needs annual maintenance, and even well-maintained meters don't last forever. Sometimes we need to replace parts or even an entire meter. It's critical for what we do that this equipment is providing accurate data.
Yes, it's critical. We need the equipment to do the work. Who will join us with a gift of $500, which will be doubled? We have a lot coming in here. We have Lisa Hansen. Thank you, Lisa at $500. We have Ingrid Brydolf at $500. Thank you so much. Who else are you thinking about giving $500? If you're on the fence, like maybe David Mack was on the fence and gave $500. Thank you so much. It felt good, didn't it, David? Tell David thank you in the chat. How about Mark Friedman? Mark Friedman gave a gift of $500. Folks, we need 16 more gifts at $500.
We can do it.
We can do it. We can do it. Tell us more about what we can do.
Well, first, Annie M., I'm throwing my $500 in the pot right now.
I love it. It's
so
live.
Come on, everybody. Let's do this. You know, for most of my career, I was spent working for the Oregon Department of Environmental Quality. Part of that time was the manager of the statewide monitoring program. I know what it takes to provide high-quality monitoring data, and I'm proud to say that the data the DRA collects stands up to all the standards we used at DEQ for data quality. But we can't continue to produce this high-quality data without the right equipment and people to manage it. Your $500 gift right now will allow us to do that.
Yep.
So come on.
And your $500 gift makes a difference. So thank you so much. We have more gifts coming in. A gift from Bruce Schwartz at $500. Thank you so much, Bruce. And Jeff Dresser, a gift at $500. Thank you so much. We only need 13 more. Keep going. Keep bringing those $500 gifts in. Thank you for your $500 gift. That makes a world of difference. It's live. I didn't know that he was doing that. We have a gift from, let's see, who else is coming in? We already said thanks to so many people. Thanks Lisa and David and Mark and Ingrid. Thank you so much to Bruce. Thank you to Dale at $1,000. But we're looking for the $500 donation, folks. If you want to continue seeing the great work the DRA is doing, maximize this match. Okay, a $500 gift turns into $1,000. It's your job to help us. That's why we're here tonight. Anything else? What else would the $500 gift do?
Well, we have so many things on our plate all the time. I mean, we have tons of reports that we're reading, and PGE just keeps producing more and more stuff that we have to keep up with.
You and the lawyers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the staff is busy, we're busy. It's a full-time job for, trust me, more than 3 people.
Yep, we have some more money coming in. All right, to David Norin, who decided yes to $500. Thank you, David. There's so much. We need 12 more gifts at this $500 level. Who's out there with a gift of $1,200? All you fly fishers out there. And
it turns into 1,000.
Yes, yes, so we double our. Oh my gosh, we got a note here. We're at Drake, maybe the singer, but I don't think so. Drake donated $500 to DRA. Thank you, Drake. Awesome. Keep going. Keep bringing them in. Keep reeling them in. Get it? Get it? We only need. How many more gifts? We only need 11 more gifts at this level. We have a gift from Mal Mckenzie. I beg your pardon for mispronouncing your name, Mal. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. We only need 10 more.
Halfway there.
Halfway there. Thank you for your gift, Mal. We already said thanks to David and to Dale and to Bruce, to Jeff. Thank you so much for your gifts. Remember, this $500 is being doubled, turning your gift into $1,000 right now. That's $1,000 to support the staff, to support the equipment, to support repairing the equipment, to support the legal counsel. All of these things cost a lot of money. Like I said, it's expensive to save a river, but we can do it with your donations. $500 is what we're asking for right now. We only need 10 more. Only 10 more gifts to reach 20. You can do it.
And you know, there's nobody else out there but the DRA looking at what's going on in the river, keeping track of the water quality, looking at the aquatic insect life. We're the ones that's the only one out there that's really doing the job to keep this all together. So without your help, there's not the information coming in to even know how the river's changing.
The DRA cannot do it without you and without your gift. So I want to say thank you so far to those who have given at the $500 level, but in the interest of time, we're going to move on to a video vignette. We caught up with a loyal, dedicated DRA supporter at his office in Portland. He probably would rather have been on the river, but listen now as Pat Becker explains why he cares.
Hey, Pat Becker here. I was asked why I support the Deschutes River Alliance. It's not just because they have cool logos and I put it on everything I own. It's the work they do for a phenomenal river. A river that, when you're downtown Portland, is only hour and 45 minutes to get your feet in the river, have a fly rod in your hands, and let all the stress melt away from you. So the DRA is doing great work on the science on the Deschutes. The Deschutes need somebody focused on it, and that's what DRA does. We're making an investment. We're making an investment for our children. We're making an investment for our grandchildren. And I can't think of a better river to support than the Deschutes and an organization like Deschutes River Alliance.
Yes, the money we are raising right now is an investment for the next generation. And we love the logo too, okay? We think the DRO logo is great. So thanks for that. Our next formal level of giving is $250. And this is a fun one. To inspire generosity at this level, every gift given right now at $250 will be entered into an incentive drawing, and one lucky donor will be selected at random to receive, show it off, buddy, our gift of a bottle of Lang 2016 Pinot Noir Classic. We might have broken into this a little bit early.
Yeah,
But give us a little
let's
taste
see
of
here.
this. I think it's worth it. Who will join us with a gift of $250? Whoa, that's a heavy pour for me, with a gift of $250. Thank you. You want a quick toast?
Cheers.
Cheers to you. Cheers to DRA. Drink up. Tell us in the chat what you're drinking at home. And tell us who's going to jump in, who will consider a $250 gift for the DRA. We have some gifts coming in at the $250 level. Awesome. We have a gift from Kurt Marr at $250, from J.K. Hussa at $250. Thank you so much. A gift from Brad White at $250. Thank you so much for those gifts. We have, they keep coming. Richard Fitterer at $250. Thank you, Richard. I see you out there, and I thank you. Sandra Keiss at $250. Thank you, Sandra. We keep looking at our software. They keep coming in. Carol Lee Randall with a gift of $250. Thank you so much. And Richard Dulude at $250. That is amazing. All of these people are going to be entered into a raffle to win one of these. And, you know, maybe if you're lucky, we might throw in one of these. This is pretty awesome. All right.
Everybody has to have one.
All right, I'm
DRA
doing
hat.
it. I'm doing it. Okay, so what could a gift of $250 do for us?
It's a great question. You know, a $250 gift can help us communicate effectively with you and the public at large. We want to keep you informed about what we're doing here, but we need the tools to do it.
Yep.
Our office space, computers, maintaining our website and social media channels, producing our newsletters. This all takes time and money. So please make that $250 donation now.
Yes, because it helps us keep in touch, especially now during a pandemic when we can't all be together. That communication is what keeps things humming along. That is so important, and the DRA does such a good job of doing it. Okay, so for this incentive raffle, who else wants to get their name in at the $250 level? I see some new names here. I see William Sizz with the $250 level, and Vicki Hansen. Thank you, Vicki. Thank you, William and Vicki. Wait a second. Kurt Marks. Kurt Marks. I'm not sure, but Kurt gave twice. Thank you, Kurt.
Kurt Marr.
Thank you so
It's
much.
Kurt Marr.
It's
I know
Marr.
Kurt. Thank you, Kurt.
Thank you, Kurt. Thanks for stepping up to the plate. Todd Varble gives a gift of $250. Thank you so much. Look at this. This is a rock star name. Bucky Buckstaber. Awesome. Buchstaber, whatever your last name is. Thank you so much, Bucky. We appreciate your gift. Thank you so much. Anyone else want to get in on this incentive drawing for this bottle of wine, maybe this awesome hat, the beautiful DRA logo that we talked about? Anybody, and we're getting close to winding this down, so get your $250 gifts in. It feels really good to give. Just click that button and feel it for yourself. Anybody else coming in on our giving software? I think we need to do our drawing. I think we need to say thank you so much, but let's take a minute. Can we get a drum roll, please? Drum roll. And they're going to show me on the screen. The name of the lucky donor is William Sizz, C-I-Z. Hats off to you, William.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your gift. Congratulations. And thank you to everyone at the $250 level. Way to show up for DRA. And do me a favor, say thanks to everybody in the chat, okay? Thank those $250 donors and congratulate them on on the wine they got.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's good. And while you're in the chat, I want you to encourage your friends to join the giving with wild abandon at our last formal level of giving, which is $100. Who will step up with a gift of $100? If you haven't given yet, it's time. If you've given already, think twice, give again. You can give as often as you like. We encourage this. Okay, who do we have at $100? We have a lot of gifts here at $100. David Noren, thank you for your gift of $100. And Bruce Schwartz and David Schwartz each give $100. Thank you so much for your gifts. Derek Brown gives a gift of $100. Bruce Schwartz gives again at $100. We love that. Keep clicking the button. Keep clicking. Ron Rhodes gives a gift of $100. And John Stewart, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, everybody. Encourage them. Are you telling them good job in the chat? Britton Schwartz, there's another one. Wait a second. Our friend Sarah Cloud. Yay, Sarah gives it $100. Hi, Sarah. Richard DeLude gives at $100. Richard gave earlier. Thank you so much. Dick and Kathy Bushnell are giving at $100. Thank you so much, everybody, for stepping up at the $100 level. I appreciate you. DRA appreciates you. We have another gift coming in from Stephen Hawley at $100. And Paul Stromberg, they are just rolling in here. Thank you so much. Did we say thank you to Dick and Kathy Bushnell?
Yes, thank you guys.
Thank you. And to Mark Freshly, thank you for your gift.
Greg
Greg
Mcmillan
gives again. Hi, Greg. Thank you for giving again, Greg. We appreciate your gifts. Colton Schwartz, the Schwartz is giving a lot tonight. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for your gifts at $100. We appreciate you. We got a gift at the $250 level that I wanted to announce from Mark Jacobson. Thank you, Mark. Yep. We appreciate that. Yep. Who else will join us? Tell me, let's keep it going. Tell me more about what can $100 do?
Well, you know, really you're supporting our whole mission. You're supporting our science, our legal work. Trust me, every dollar is critical. And these $100 donations add up. So please keep them coming right now. And as I said before, the DRA does more with less than any NGO I know, but we can't do it for nothing.
And every dollar counts. These $100 donations are huge. They keep coming in. We have Doug and Robin Quirky at $100. Thank you so much. Jerry Swanson at $100. Thank you for your gift. We have, oh, this is awesome. Thank you so much for your gifts at $100. Anybody else considering giving a gift, now is the time. It feels so good to push that button. It feels so good to give. And I think in the interest of time, we need to say thank you to our $100 donors. Your generosity allows the DRA to continue the ongoing battle to protect the river and reverse the damage that's been done. So thank you. Please give everybody a round of applause. Love on them in the chat. Okay, and thank you so much for your generosity. Now listen, awesome. If you prefer to give a gift in a custom amount, something that I didn't call out, whether it's $5 or $5 million, we'll take it. Please select the custom button, enter the dollar amount of your choice. Every dollar counts. We are so grateful for your giving. So, shall we head back to the river and check in with our fishing buddies?
Let's do it.
See if there's any luck out there. Let's go.
Oh yeah! Woohoo! Nice. Bucky. All right. We'll put him back.
I love that video. Woo! Yeah, indeed. That is a video of Cam Groner. He was a founding member and a former board president, and I love it. It's just a great video. We love that sound. You guys know it well. The sound of the lines spinning away from the reel. That is some fun.
Yes.
And speaking of fun, are you ready to have some fun?
Let's do this.
It's live auction time. Okay, remember to place a bid on any item. You simply locate the item in the catalog and then click the button. It's so easy, and it's really fun to bid, and it's fun to outbid people. So keep those bids coming and tell us first item up for sale tonight.
You know, this is the Steelhead Fly Plate.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
Annie, not only is this an amazing work of art, it's one of a kind and stunning. It includes a storied history. Back in 2018, Deck Hogan and Marty Howard published their wonderful book called Steelhead Fly Tying Art and Design. It describes in detail their process of creating and tying their favorite steelhead flies. Then in the fall of 2020, John Hazels, who you all know, had an idea. Why don't they each tie their 12 favorites so they could be displayed in a frame along with the book's cover? And this is it, and it's beautiful.
It is.
This thing could easily be in the American Museum of Fly Fishing, and maybe it will be someday, but until then, maybe there's a spot for it on your wall. For planning purposes, it's 34 by 42 inches. The book comes with it, so you can read about the stories behind the flies and enjoy the pictures of them being used. These are some of the most popular and beautiful flies ever to attract steelhead. Between them, Deck and Marty have 8 decades of fly fishing experience. They each signed it too. This is a completely unique, truly priceless piece of art. But you guessed it, it does have a price, right, Annie M?
Yes, it does have a price. But this thing is beautiful. The pictures don't do it justice. It is beautiful work of art. And we have a high bid right now of $4,200 with Salish Guardian. Thank you so much for your bid of $4,200. We need just $100 more to outbid Salish, so that piece of art can be yours. We're at $4,200. We're looking for $43. Just $100 to advance the bid. $43. This is a one-of-a-kind, exceptional piece. Oh, look at this!
$45.
Bob bid at $4,500. That's awesome. Way to go, Bob. Salish, come on back in. Come on back in and bid $46. We have $4,500 with Bob right now. This is awesome. We need $4,600 to. There's the 46, and Salish is back in. Way to go. I beg your pardon if I'm saying your name wrong. $4,600 is the bid now. We're looking for $47. This has been a hot item, and it continues to be a hot item. We're going to keep this item open, okay? We're at $4,600 right now. Don't stop bidding. This item will stay open until this Monday, February 22nd at 9 p.m., okay? But
Great.
For now, we're already at $4,700.
Amy,
yes!
Amy, way to go, Amy.
Amy knows art.
Oh,
48.
Bob's 48.
Bob's back in. Oh, this is fun bidding, you guys. Keep it up, keep it up. Keep it up until Monday. Okay, what's our next item?
Next up is the Berkheimer rod with Kingpin Classic Spay Reel. But this isn't just any rod. We're talking about the absolutely perfect all-season Spay rod by C.F. Berkheimer. Kerry makes more than 40 types of Spay rods, and this one is one of his most popular. It's 13 feet, 4 inches in length for a 7-weight line. As you probably know, Spay casting is named for the two-handed casting technique developed back in the 1800s in Scotland on the River Spey, one of Scotland's premier salmon rivers. And this Spay rod comes with a classic English-made Kingpin 4 Classic Spay reel with a standard click and pawl drag system and a unique spool design, allowing you to control the rim with just a fingertip. The outfit also includes 2 lines. Truly, this is the perfect year-round outfit for all-season steelheading.
Okay, the current high bid for the Berkheimer rod is at $2,200 with David. Thank you, David, for your bid. We need just $100 more to bump David out so this can be your outfit. Remember, this is all money going back to the DRA, so get those bids in, okay? We're at $2,200. We need $23 to advance the bid, just $2,300 to advance the bid. Come on, bring it in. Way to go, David, but we want somebody to knock David out, so get those bids in.
Anybody who's cast a Berkheimer rod knows that there's nothing like them, and this is an amazing outfit, so.
Yep. So keep the bidding coming until Monday. This item will stay open for bidding until Monday, just like the other item, just like I said, Monday, February 22nd at 9 p.m. Okay, so keep bidding. Rick, what's our next item?
It's the Anderson Rodworks rod, Spay rod, and it's a very, very limited edition. It's a beautiful Spay rod. And maybe you know Gary Anderson. Gary's been the owner and operator of Gary's Custom Rods for more than 40 years. He was all set to retire last year, sold his company, but instead of retiring, he started a boutique rod company.
He couldn't keep away.
And he only produces a few dozen rods a year. So when we say limited, we're not kidding. This 12-foot 5-weight is only one of 50 rods produced this year and is one of the lightest steelhead two-handers on the planet. And to top it off, it comes with a limited edition Hardy Bugley reel. Now this reel is a replica of a Bugley reel designed before World War II. The original in 1939 had only 43 reels ever built. And here's your chance in 2021 to own a new one. Oh, and it comes with lines, a 330 grain SA Scandi lighthead and a 390 grain SA Skagit head. Here's a rod and reel combination that's perfectly suited for summer low water steelhead fishing, or you can swing for big resident trout with streamers or even soft hackles. It's an amazing rod and reel combination.
And people are loving this package. The current bid for this package is $1,400. We need just $1,500 to make this item yours. Click that bid button, add $100, just $1,500 to make this package yours. Did you hear what Rick said? Only 50 of these are produced. And this is limited edition, as limited as it comes, of course. And of course, it comes with lines. Everything comes with lines. Everything comes with lines.
Everything you need to use this rod.
That's right.
And it's a unique opportunity for this light Spay rod.
Yep, and it's all ready to go for you. Our current bid is at $1,400. We need $1,500 to advance the bid. And we're going to keep this item open because it's popular, and I want you to keep on bidding at this item.
It's at $1,400.
It's at $1,400. We need $1,500 to advance the bid. So we'll stay open until Monday, February 22nd at 9 p.m. Okay, so keep the bids coming in and tell us our next auction package.
Well, our last auction item this afternoon is a beaut.
Okay.
You get to spend the day on the Deschutes River with guide and European nymphing guru Evan Untitled using your new Euro nymphing outfit. The outfit is Beulah's new 10-foot 8-inch 3-weight matched with a Hatch 4+ Fanatic reel, spooled with an airflow Euro nymph line and 100 of the best Euro nymphs for the Deschutes River. From my own experience Euro nymphing, with this outfit, combined with a day of learning and fishing with Evan, you'll be amazed at your trout fishing success. Evan has years of European nymphing experience, and he knows the Deschutes as well as anyone on the planet. Trust me, what you learn from Evan will improve your trout fishing success on every stream you fish. This is it, folks. Come on. Who's in?
Who's in? This is our last package. I kind of want to go with Evan myself. This is a popular one, folks. Our current bid is at $1,900. We need just $2,000 to advance the bid. This is the Euro Nymph package, and we need just $2,000 to advance this bid. This sounds like a fun one to me.
Well, Euro nymphing is such a unique method of fishing, and it's becoming so popular for one reason. It works. Trust me, I've done a lot of it. And you can catch fish this way when other things are failing. So going out with Evan is just a unique opportunity.
Yep. We're at $1,900 with Richard. Thank you, Richard, for your bid of $19,000. Let's bump him out of there and go to $2,000, shall we? We're looking for $2,000 to advance this bid. Keep your eye on the bidding. Keep your finger on the button. And know that this item will stay open for bidding until Monday, February 22nd at 9 p.m. That is a very important time and date to remember. Okay?
Let's do it.
That was a great lineup. That was awesome. Thank you for your bidding. Keep it up. Keep it going through Monday. Encourage everybody over in the chat, okay?
Let's take a few seconds, 25 to be exact, to hear from one of DRA's steadfast sponsors.
I'm Travis Duddles.
And I'm Lindsay Duddles.
We own the Gorge Fly Shop. I grew up here in the gorge with the Deschutes in my backyard. Fishing, guiding, opened the shop. Many of our customers, it's important to them too. And what's important is protecting the Deschutes. So we've supported the DRA, the Deschutes River Alliance, for many years. And if you care about the Deschutes, you really should too.
Thanks so much to the Duddles for their continued support of the DRA.
Yes, thank you so much. Now, let's talk about that raffle, shall we? Let's talk about the guided Upper Mckenzie River raffle. This is the Mckenzie River Experience. It is your chance to spend a day fishing with an expert, Clay Holloway, on the majestic Mckenzie River. So this is listed in the auction catalog. It's right after special appeal, okay? Just enter the number of tickets you want to purchase, add to cart. It's just $25 each. And tell me what you know about the Mckenzie.
Well, the Mckenzie actually has a lot in common with the Deschutes. You know, both are world-class destinations. Both are well-known around the country. They're fly fishing meccas. But the Upper Mckenzie doesn't get fished as much because it's really fast and actually kind of treacherous to float. Not very many guides have the skill to navigate it or know how to fish it, but Clay Holloway does.
Yeah.
Clay knows this river, and he's ready to take you out in his hard-bottom boat for a day of fishing. Double-digit fish days are not uncommon with Clay. So head to the auction website to buy your $25 raffle tickets right now.
Yes, don't miss out. This raffle, $25 for a chance to win this. This is awesome. The winner will be drawn on Tuesday, not Monday, Tuesday, February 23rd at high noon on the DRA's Facebook Live. The winner will be announced on the DRA Facebook page, and you'll be notified by email. But don't miss out on this opportunity. Buy your tickets, and good luck. And before we move on, before I say thank you to everybody, I want to recognize a few more gifts here. We have a gift from Ron Rhodes. Thank you, Ron, with his gift of $250.
Thank you.
And we have a gift of $120 from Eric Steele. That's an example of that custom giving, $120. We certainly appreciate you. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your gifts. Thank you so much for your fantastic giving and your undeniable generosity. I give all of you out there a round of applause. If I was in the chat, I would be chatting it up right now and thanking you. I want you to know that you did your part to support the great work of the DRA. So, can we also have a round for Rick, our fabulous host? Did he not rock it tonight? That was amazing. And the Marquam live stream team, show them some love. They produced this show tonight. Rick and I enjoyed ourselves. We hope you did too. And know that this event has been recorded in case you want to watch it again and again and again. Or if you joined us late, or if you know of other supporters who would love to watch it to support the DRA, share the link with your friends and family, okay? We want more supporters. We can keep the giving going. This concludes my time with you. I had a fantastic time supporting the Deschutes River Alliance. I thank you so much. My name is Annie M. Luthrow with the Marquam Auction Agency. Thank you for having me. I look forward to meeting you next year in person. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great evening.
Well, thank you, Annie M. What a great event. I hope everyone enjoyed it. But the great thing is that this afternoon we raised critical dollars to help fund our ongoing work on behalf of the beautiful Lower Deschutes River. The fight isn't over, but with our solid science and great legal team, we are making critical strides towards restoring the Deschutes for us, our kids, and our grandkids. We're not going to let the Deschutes fade away. Thank you again to our professional benefit auctioneer, Annie M., and the Marquam Auction Agency event team. You guys were just fantastic. And thank you once again to DRA President Greg Mcmillan and Executive Director Sarah Cloud. You guys worked your butt off. Please give a big round of applause to all of today's donors and sponsors. This event wouldn't be possible without you. We appreciate your support. Last, thanks again to everyone for your exceptional generosity and solid support tonight. The Deschutes River Alliance just couldn't continue to fund our work without your contributions and support. For all of you ready to go, head to your cart to confirm donations and auction items won and click Checkout to pay. A receipt will be emailed to you. Pickup is also available in our office in Portland on Thursday, February 25th from noon to 4, or at a mutually agreed upon time. If we have to ship it to you, shipping fees may apply. This concludes our virtual live program for 2021. We appreciate you so much for tuning in and look forward to seeing you next year at our next big event. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Stay healthy. Thank you and good day.
Woo!
Woo!
Deschutes Canyon train, chugging down the railroad track, an old familiar refrain, clackety-clack, you want that river back. PGE, PGE, you made our river a mess. The fish and birds are crying out, 'cause now they're all distressed. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. Oh, won't you stop dumping that nasty stuff? Believe the fish and birds have had enough. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. Wade into the water, ready to make a cast. Slip and fall on the slippery slime, fall upon my ass. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. PGE, PGE, you spent a lot of money, but the fish you promised, they're not back, and boy, it sure ain't funny. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. We're demanding that you do the right thing. Stop dumping green algae into the stream. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. Clackety-clack, clackety-clack, Deschutes Canyon train, chugging down the railroad track, an old familiar refrain. Clackety-clack, we want that river back. Clackety-clack, gonna take that river back.